Hello everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about the Onin War, a major turning point in Japanese history. This civil war took place in Kyoto for about 10 years, from 1467 to 1477, and ultimately led to the decline of the Muromachi Shogunate. The Onin War was not just a war, but a trigger for a power struggle among samurai, economic fluctuations, and changes in the social structure of Japan as a whole. In this video, we will explore how the Onin War led to the collapse of the shogunate and the start of the Warring States period. First, let's look at the background to the start of the Onin War. During this period, Ashikaga Yoshimasa, the shogun of the Muromachi Shogunate, was unable to suppress the conflicts among his powerful vassals. In particular, the conflict between the two major forces, Hosokawa Katsumoto and Yamana Suzen, intensified, and tensions within the shogunate were rising. Yoshimasa was unable to make decisions to protect the shogun's authority, which ultimately contributed to the worsening of the internal conflict. In the first year of the Onin era, the war finally began. The warriors, divided into the eastern and western armies, fought to protect their own interests. The first major battle was the Battle of Kamijiyo, and from there the battle spread throughout the country, causing the destruction of cities and economic turmoil. Many people left their hometowns, and the city of Kyoto was devastated. The war dragged on, and as a result the shogunate's authority was greatly lost. The feudal lords of various regions rose to power as rivals to the Ashikaga clan, and eventually expanded their own influence. This trend marked the beginning of the Sengoku period. The Onin War was not a decisive battle that turned the tide of the nation, but rather the lives of many people changed as skirmishes continued. How did Japan change after the Onin War ended? The political and social turmoil caused by the war prompted feudal lords in various regions to strengthen their power. The advent of the Sengoku period encouraged the rise of the samurai, who established their own power in each region. In particular, later feudal lords such as Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu grew against the backdrop of the chaos of the Onin War. For example, Oda Nobunaga unified small local feudal lords and established himself as a new powerful man with strong military power. His strategy made use of his combat experience in the Onin War, and would have a major impact on the later unification of Japan. Nobunaga also focused on the development of commerce and strengthened the economic foundation. This background also had a major impact on the battles of the Sengoku feudal lords that followed him. The Onin War shook the authority of the Muromachi Shogunate to its very core. In the midst of the war, the shogunate's control was greatly weakened, and daimyo in various regions built their own political systems. The shoguns of the Muromachi Shogunate gradually found it difficult to maintain their own power, and finally, in 1573, the last shogun, Ashikaga Yoshiaki, was exiled by Oda Nobunaga. This marked the end of the Muromachi Shogunate. Furthermore, the collapse of the Muromachi Shogunate also caused changes in the feudal system. The samurai no longer swore loyalty to the shogun, but instead fought to protect their own territories. This led to the Sengoku period, a time when the power of the samurai increased and they established themselves as regional rulers. Thus, the Onin War led to the collapse of the Muromachi Shogunate and accelerated the transition to the Sengoku period. While the power of the samurai strengthened, an era of chaos and war would come. Thank you for watching until the end. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video.